And hello. Thank you for stopping by yet another edition of the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. My name is Thomas Metal 75, and yes, this is your Massachusetts Beer Reviews. And today I'm really excited to finally do a beer review of this particular beer. Now, the East Coast Liquor Reviews channel of YouTube. The East Coast Liquor Reviews channel of YouTube. Go check out his channel named Tanner. Went to a beer get together months ago in upstate New York and brought me a Fidens beer that I did review, and I appreciate the beer that Tanner from East Coast Liquor Reviews down in Warwick, Rhode Island, provided me for a review, and I gave that thing a 98. I forget the beer's name. Here's another Fidens beer that I bought at a local store, a Yankee Spirits here in South Attleboro, Massachusetts. This is a 8.5% alcohol by volume, double IPA, double India Pale Ale. It's called the Butcher. Oh, yeah. And this is Mosaic, Galaxy, and Nelson hops. And it says 3rd of January. I assume that's 2023 because this is our year, 2023. And the FidensBrewing.com says 8.2 for some reasoning. And they're saying Mosaic hops for the Whirlpool, 50-50 split of Nelson and Galaxy for the dry hop. All right. I don't know what the ratings are on Untappd or on Beer or Beer Advocate, but we'll see what this one is like. They are out of Fidens Brewing Company, 10 Walker Way, Albany, New York, 12205. FidensBrewing.com, at Fidens Brewing, I believe on Twitter. And cheers. I don't know what it normally goes for at the brewery for a price point, but I spent $27.99 for a 4-pack. That is ridiculous, ludicrous. But since I don't get Fidens beers distributed locally, for the most part, I said, why not? All right. Potato, milky in color. Definitely. No sediment to speak of quite yet, but you're not going to see through the beer. 2-finger head. What does it smell like? The Butcher. Let's see. Cheers. Ooh, even from January. Very ripe. Very herbaceous. Very dank. Onion, garlicky notes. That dank onion garlicky, definitely. A milky complexion too, like a lactose. Oh, I've had this type numerous times in my life. New England IPAs, come on. Very, very dank, tropical citrus. Very dry smelling. Super fresh, even 2 months later. Potato look in the beer. Oh, yeah. Smells like a dry, dank, citrus, juicy England IPA. I'd give that almost a 100. I'd give it 100 out of 100 on the smell. Let's see if it does that on the taste. Cheers and prost, everybody. Oh. Cheers, Luke John. Cheers, Heidi. Wow, this is the Butcher. from Fidens Brewing Company. I'm definitely telling from the taste that's a bigger beer overall, but the nosing from the beer translates into the flavor. It's very dank, onion garlicky notes, has the onion garlicky dank notes, very earthy, very tropical juicy, like a pineapple and grapefruit. Super dry on the back end, super dry on the back end. Nice lacing, but it is super dry in the back end. Super white bready malt, biscuity, if you will. Nah, no potatoes in that beer. Super hoppy, oily, resinous, dank. Once again, piney, if you will. What else? It just still tastes super fresh for a 2-month-old New England IPA. There's a lot of people that say for where is it? The Fidens Brewing Company beers that you have to let them sit for a month in your refrigerator before they lose this hop burn, or as we call it here in New England and Massachusetts. You gotta let it sit for a month and let it get rid of that fucking hot burn. Hop burn. Is it creamy? It's kind of creamy. Definitely it's creamy. It's just so fresh, herbaceous, clean tasting as well. But you're getting left with some residual bitterness. A tiny bit of a chalkiness, but it's pretty clean. Very dank, tropical, garlic, oniony flavors to it. If you're not used to this kind of a beer, you probably won't like it. You don't think you need to drink that? Probably not. What else can I say about it? The hopping is very sharp in the flavor, very dank, very pine needly. It's really good. I mean, you gotta have to like that kind of a sharp flavor to it. Is there 8.5 in the beer percent alcohol by volume? Sure. Is it drinking that hot? No. Are you feeling the warmth of the beer? Definitely. The head is very creamy. It's not the best version of a New England IPA that I've ever had. It's much more bitter than a lot of the beers that I've had from breweries that make the New England style IPA. It's definitely a lot more bitter than a lot of the New England style IPAs that I've had before, and it's a lot fresher even 2 months later in the hops. So if you like a juicy, more on the bitter side of your New England IPA, you probably would like the Butcher. I wouldn't recommend this beer at all at $27.99 American dollars, $28. No, absolutely not. You can find much better beers for a fraction of the cost. So I would still give the beer, let me give a rating to that. I would still give that beer a 93 out of 100. It's just a little bigger of a punch in the bitterness level, and it's not the most well masked 8.5% double IPA on the face of the planet Earth. The other Fidens beer, go search through the Thomas Metal 75 channel of YouTube and subscribe. I did a better Fidens beer than this one, and I appreciate Tanner from the East Coast Liquor Reviews channel of YouTube for providing the other can of the Fidens beer that I reviewed. This one's very, very, very good. It's a bold drinking experience. So if you get Fidens beers or you can trade for Fidens beers, let me know. Or if you've ever had Fidens beers in general, let me know what you think. And whew, until next time, keep tasting those great beers. Cheers. We'll see you soon.